gigs of RAM or 128 gigabytes of storage. You also have the option for 12 gigs of RAM with 256 gigabytes, and you also get 12 gigabytes of RAM with 512 gigabytes of storage. This is actually the middle version with 256 gigs of storage and the dark gray version. You also have a white option as well. Now let's go ahead and unbox this. So we have a little pull tab here where you sort of have to destroy the box to open it. So let's go ahead and pull this open. There we are. And then we'll slide out the phone case. So it's a completely different experience, similar to the Phone 1, and you have to destroy the box in order to open it. And you can see here's the phone, and then we have a little SIM card ejector tool, a nice clear one here. And also we have a cable in here that has some nice clear plastic on it, USB-C to USB-C. That looks really great. I know this took a while for them to create as well, and you can see it says nothing here. It's upside down, but there we have it.
Now, if we take the phone out, it says on the front, Earth First. Phone 2 has 53 parts made with sustainable materials. Its packaging is plastic free. Let's go ahead and open this up. See if we can remove this here. Yeah, it looks like we're basically going to have to destroy it to remove this, but that's okay. And we'll take the phone out. I don't normally destroy packaging like that, but there we have it, and that's the phone itself. So let's put the packaging inside.
And here is the black and white
interface. So this looks good. We have a little touch of red there on the clock. Love how they actually show new features. As someone who regularly covers software, it shows exactly what's been updated. So it says Glyph compressor is now live on the Play Store. We've got Glyph progress for Uber. The widgets can now be added to your lock screen. So let's go ahead, download and install this. While we're waiting for the update, let's take a look and see what we have installed by default. So if we go down to About Phone, you'll see that it gives all the information that we've already gone over as far as the camera and more. And if we look at the Android version installed, we have the April 5th, 2023 security update. Now, according to Nothing, you get 3 years of Android updates and 4 years of security patches every 2 months. So that's something they're guaranteeing with this phone. And so we should have updates for many years, especially if you buy it right now. So this one is installing an update probably to the June or July update. And again, we'll wait for it to complete. But while we're doing that, let's take a look at the camera. We'll go into the camera here. And if we spin it around, go to video, let's see what the quality is. It's all the way up to 1080p 60. We'll switch to 30.
And this is the forward-facing camera of the Nothing Phone 2. So this gives you an idea of what it looks like overall, what it sounds like as far as the microphone, and how good it is in general, if it'll work well for maybe a Zoom call or something else. I would expect that to be pretty good. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. As far as the rear-facing camera, we have our typical options, but I do like their interface where it's a little bit different. We have your options here for 4K, 4K 60, 4K 30, and then we have other options for HDR. You have your grid, which I typically use, recording light, and more settings. So I really like this interface in general where they've really simplified things and made it their own style. So we can save location and more. And let's go ahead to photo and take a look at a couple different photos. So here's a couple photos, one of the Nothing Phone 1, and then a macro shot, and just a couple in general to see what it's like. I think for most people it will be fine. It's not going to be the best one out there, but nothing regularly improves this with software. It's got a great sensor in it, so it should be very capable. The software update completed. Let's unlock it, and I've already checked to make sure there's not another system update. We're on the June 1st, 2023 update, so we should have one for July or maybe next time in August. So if we check for an update, there isn't another one, at least right now. Now, as far as PWM on this display, well, it is an OLED display, and it does have it, as you can see, at 240 frames per second. Now, as to whether or not this will bother your eyes, as certain displays bother my eyes, about 1 in 10 people are affected by it, but what it does is control brightness by flickering the screen faster and slower, as you can see. So it does have it. It may bother your eyes. And maybe in the future we'll finally have DC dimming on a bunch of different phones. Maybe they'll actually add it for an option just so it doesn't bother certain people's eyes like myself. Now, as far as the overall interface, let's take a closer look. We'll take a look at some of the widgets, as it's supposed to have sort of an all-new widget interface. It says to get info without opening apps, you can add widgets to your home screen. And so we have a bunch of different Nothing widgets. You'll see some clocks there. You have quick look, auto rotate, Nothing X for the Nothing Buds, so I do have those. I should try those out with this. We also have some custom weather widgets. We have calendar widgets. Those look pretty typical. Some Chrome widgets that are pretty neat. The Chrome Dino, clock, and more. So